I don't have the same energy because I was doing this and all of a sudden it got ruined. I don't know why. I had weird people calling me, and I think that's what ruined the stream. But I'm back now, so it's a blessing. We all know it is. Just basking in the glory. We're here to talk spiritual stuff. There's nothing better than this. So, it's just amazing. But today we're talking about prayer. We have a specific topic. Sometimes we don't. So yeah, I'm here to basically tell you not to pray for other people. Pray for you, because God is working with you, and you don't know who else God is working with, or because God's omnipresent, right? But He might not be directly working with someone because they haven't directly reached out to Him. You know what I mean? So this is about you and your relationship with God when you're praying, not other people's relationship with God, because He's got that figured out. You know what I mean? Worry about your relationship with God. That's really all you can control. So when you're praying, pray for you. Don't pray for other people. And if you want to pray for other people, get them to pray for themselves. That's what you got to do. You need to let God into their life by allowing them to establish their own relationship. So if you really love someone and you don't want bad things to happen to them, because like the example I was using in the other video that got like ruined, is like when you're in church and everyone's like going around, like, I'm sure you've been there, and if not, whatever. But this is what happens in some churches. You go around and you have like a prayer list of like everyone you're gonna pray for, and then they ask like, was there anyone else people want us to pray for? And then someone raise their hand and be like, yeah, like my aunt is like dying of like mesothelioma. That's a random one I just came up with. Last time I said cancer. Can we all just pray for her, whatever? And it's like, and then your aunt dies of mesothelioma, you know what I mean? And then it's like, so what the fuck happened, God? like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta get your aunt who's got her to pray for God. You know what I mean? Like, us, we can't help her. Like, we can help ourselves. And really that's just how it goes. But another way it goes is you can't pray for something certain. I'll use the same example I just used. Like this job tomorrow, right? I pray to God that I get this job tomorrow. No, because then you're setting yourself up, right? Like, you don't ask God for certain things. You can ask God for a sign that you're on the right path. He'll give you that, and He will. And it's crazy when He does. I can give you proof, but I'm not gonna, because I want you to do it for yourself. So basically, yeah. It's all coming out crazy right now because I had it so much better before, but whatever. What else did I touch on? So yeah, don't pray for other people, pray for yourself. Like, and you gotta pray for like not something certain, but basically you could pray like, you could pray for that job tomorrow, right? But pray with understanding too. Be like, God, like, first of all, thank you for even hearing me and having a relationship with me. It means the world to me. It means more than the world to me. My relationship with you is worth more than this world. But I do have something coming up tomorrow, and I just hope you'll be there with me and guide me through it, no matter which way it's supposed to go. Whether I get the job or I don't get the job, I know you're with me and you have my best interest. So it's not like you're setting yourself up, you know what I mean? But even if you want to go further, you can say, I really hope I get this job tomorrow. Please allow me to get this job tomorrow. And if I don't, that you got to say, if I don't, I understand that there's something better for me. And your plan is above all. And your plan is the best plan for me. Like, you can't make concrete plans for yourself, because that's how you're going to end up in the roller coaster of this life. And you don't want to be like, you just want to be above the roller coaster. The roller coaster be happening down here, but you're just kind of flying on your own beat, kind of beating your own drum. You're lit, like you're above all that. So, because God will listen when you call on Him, and He'll start working with you if you want to work with Him. But you gotta ask God for that, because God is omnipresent. Yes, He's with us all, but He's not going to be directly working with you if you're not trying to be directly working with Him, and you're not doing what He's telling you to do, because He's telling you to put down the sins and obey him. And by obeying him, you're really just helping yourself, because the sins aren't good for you. No matter what God you want to worship, right? Let's say you wanted to worship another God, still the sins aren't good for you, just of this life. But you really want to be up here though. Like, you don't want to be of this life. Even if you're going in the roller coaster of this life, if you put down the sins, your roller coaster gonna be more like this anyway. So, but yeah, like, God will work with you if you're like crying onto him, like, God, like, he's gonna hear that, and because he doesn't want one of his children to be upset, and if you're calling on him, he hears that, and he's like, oh no, like, let me try to guide you. But if you're gonna cry this day and then the next day go back to your sinful life and forget about that relationship you just tried to establish, he's gonna forget about it too. It goes both ways. It's like, you gotta be working with God every day if you want God to be working with you every day. You know what I mean? It's not like you just, let's all pray in church together for my aunt, and then I'm gonna go back to doing whatever I'm doing, and now my aunt died, and now I'm like, what the fuck, God? Like, that's bullshit. Like, no, like, you're just not listening. You're just not doing it the right way. And maybe you weren't informed the right way, but after you get informed the right way, after you learn, you can't go back, because then it's like, you're kind of just spitting in his face. It's like, I told you how to do it, and you're gonna still think you could do it your own way. Like, you're gonna get chastised for that. You're gonna get thrown through the fire for that. So, I mean, it's really simple. It's really not hard. It's a blessing just to be able to pray, have a relationship with God, and ask for signs to make sure you're on the right path. Because God knows. Like, that's really all I had to say today. Other than that, it's a beautiful day every day when you're living with the kingdom of God inside your heart and shit. Like, come on now. Nothing can faze you. You're just above it all. Like as soon as you start to worry, as soon as you start to have some kind of demon thoughts where it's like something that starts to eat you up inside, because when you have God and the Holy Spirit in you, it's like, it only lasts a second. It's not gonna eat you up inside. It's gonna be a thought that comes and goes. It's gonna be like a urge of worry, and then you're like, oh wait, I have nothing to worry about. And it's that simple. Like, it's really that simple. It's like, oh wait, but actually, like, I'm with God, so I have nothing to be worried about. I have nothing to be scared about, because I'm doing what I gotta do, and I know it's all lit. Like, it's just really that simple. So, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I sound crazy or not. I feel like the first video I was so much better, and this one probably sounds crazy because I had so much that I was trying to remember, like what I just said in the other video, and trying to like regurgitate it all, like. But I think you get the point though. It's basically, don't pray for other people, pray for you, because God's working with you. You're the one praying right now with God. You're with God. Don't worry about external stuff, because if you're praying for someone else, you're praying for something of this world. You got to pray for your spirit to be able to endure anything of this world, so that you could be greater than this world, because this world can't faze you after that. So that's really what you want. You don't want to be on the roller coaster. Like, I mean, shit, the highs feel high, but the lows feel low. So it's like, wouldn't you rather just be like content all the time, like, and above it all? Like, I'm looking down at the roller coaster like, it's just like, man, because that's how it is. it's just a different wavelength. Like, so, yeah. That's really all for this video. I'm trying to keep them a little shorter, because no one's finna sit there and listen to me talk about spiritual stuff for an hour, right? So, but I mean, in the beginning, though, I just had a lot to say. And that was probably the craziest stuff, right? When I went into stuff like that, because, like, I just got all this knowledge and wisdom at once, and I just wanted everyone to know. Like, yo, demons are real. Angels are real. Like, I've been put on. Let me put you on. So if you want to go back and watch the earlier spiritual talk videos, like, there's a lot of wisdom in there. But I'm not going to go back into that. I'm trying to keep it more on a level anyone can understand. Going forward, and keep it short enough so anyone can watch it. But you know how this goes. I love you.